Hey, what's up, all you NASCAR gamers out there? I'm making a video on the good, the bad, and the ugly of each of the companies that has been involved in NASCAR sim racing. And the first of these companies is the Papyrus Racing Series. The Papyrus Racing Series was a very good series. It lasted a good while. The good about Papyrus is they developed racing games for the racing fan. Most of their games, had two modes: arcade mode, simulation mode. Simulation mode was more or less for guys that wanted the real feel of a race car, while arcade mode kind of gave you the impression of more of like the casual racer that didn't want to tinker too much. What more good things about Papyrus, it allowed for a lot of creativity. Papyrus, most of their racing games included importing and exporting graphics, importing and exporting, different standings and results and things like that. And importing was unique because you can import logos on race cars. You can import any kind of decals. You can make your own race cars. And there was many painters had a field day. They had many templates that you could paint on of different car makes. It was just a really user-friendly game. Another good part of Papyrus is it also started the boom of the internet with online racing. All the way from their first game back in 1994 up until their final one in 2003, Papyrus really revolutionized internet gaming as we know it, and racing in that matter. You could get on any server, on any track, and run with more than 20, 30, even 40-some people at one time. This also allowed the creation for online leagues. Now people could create leagues and be able to race with their friends and even keep track of points and act like they're even racing for real championships and even money. Papyrus really made the racing experience quite an experience, and one that most of us will never forget, even till this day. People are still go back to this game and play it. Heck, I still do. I'm even using it for a sim racing league right now. And it's 2011, and their last game was 2003. And that brings me to the bad. The bad part about Papyrus is they could not renew the NASCAR license after 2003. And when that happened, that means they could not publish no more games. This distinction went to EA Sports. And unfortunately, in my opinion, that was not the coolest move ever done in history, as we'll find out later. But anyway, Papyrus pretty much ceased to do anything with NASCAR. And since they lost the NASCAR license, they really had nothing much else to hope for. Now for the ugly. And the sad part about it is Papyrus ended up folding not long after this. Well, not really folding. They actually ended up getting bought out by a company called First. And this company would later turn into what is known today as iRacing, which now you can get online racing for a little bit of a fee. You can race online, but you also have to pay for certain add-on tracks and pay for certain cars too. Not what I had in mind. But anyway, that's out there, and it's made pretty much by the same developers that developed all the Papyrus racing games from the past. I'd rather still go to the store and pay, $40-some for a great racing game and have it kept for, 8, 9 years like this one, like NASCAR 2003 season has, than to have to keep going online and keep paying each and every time for something new to pop up. Kind of reminds you of PlayStation and Xbox, doesn't it, with the downloadable content? But anyway, pretty much I would rate Papyrus as one of the best companies ever. And unfortunately, they're not around anymore. But I can still enjoy my 2003 game in 2011. This is the review, and that's all I have. Thank you.